Welcome, football stalkers. It's your boy, the Master Tactician Fan. I am joined by the Football Stalkers panel. I'm not going to say what I said last time because when I said old face, I gotta... So I am joined by... Look, I'll let her introduce herself.
Yes. Sup, Fede, who's it? My gang, it's your girl, Just Y'alls, and we're back at it. Let's go.
Hi everyone, this is the new face. My name is Tepo, aka Miss T.
I'm the old one. Okay.
No. I mean, look, she's not the... We're just saying she's a familiar face. Yeah. Look.
Those English classes.
Yes. It's the new season, guys. And Football Stalkers will be doing things a little different to how we did things last season. We're going to dive in. We're going to look at teams, how they perform, the positives, the negatives. And also, because you're always on the losing side, Yes. And I say this because as we're recording this, Kaizer Chiefs is losing 2-0 to Orlando Pirates in the second leg of the MTN 8 semi-final. I mean. Well, look, we're going to go in. Guys, this past couple of weeks, let's say 2 weeks, we saw the MTN 8. We saw the first 3 games in the PSL. What can we make out of the DStv Premiership? Before we look at specifically teams overall, what do we think this season is going to give us? As some would term it as the COVID season, where no fans, and we don't even know if it's going to be like this the whole season. What do we make out of this?
For me personally, I feel like it's going to be it's not going to be a consistent season. You get, like, we're going to see a whole lot of teams rise and then all of a sudden fall. Like, there's a whole lot. It's going to be, we can't really, we're not going to be able to see a lot of things coming. You see, like with Chiefs, who would have thought? I
did have my suspicions.
Excuse you. You can't really base that on the last few games from last season because it was practically during COVID. You get, so I wouldn't say the fact that we lost the title by
20 minutes.
Did you even lose it? I mean, people speak of losing as if they had it. They were leading, but they didn't have it. The defending champions were Sundowns. So, just saying. They were the defending champions. And
if there's one thing COVID taught me is to be a better person, so I'm not entertaining your chats. What are you expecting, baby girl?
I agree with you when you say it's not going to be consistent. I think, is it one of the underdogs, Baroka? Remember, I did say a few weeks ago that we could expect to see much from them. I mean, they bought a young player. You've got fresh legs on the pitch, so it should make a difference. There is a lack of consistency already with Sundowns. Chiefs as well. Just because they are losing now, it doesn't mean that it will carry on like this. What we saw last season could happen again this season. So consistency, for me, I just highlight that word. Very important.
Very, very, very. No, it's not your turn. It's not your turn.
I need to highlight that we are at Hard Rock in Menlyn.
Yes, definitely.
I'm sure people can hear the vibe, the drinks.
What are you drinking?
It's a drink. It's a drink. People must just know that it's a drink.
It's a liquid thing.
Yeah.
Come get their drinks. They're really nice. It's got liquid and
then it's got liquid. And
does it have percentage?
Yeah, the percentage, I would put it around 6, 5 point.
Percentage.
Don't be fooled. There's percentage in there. Probably bigger percentage.
No way. This is a virgin cocktail.
Lies.
Virgin cocktail.
Lies.
Need we get the waiter?
Lies. Can great, but it's lies. There's percentage in there.
Yo, can we talk about something productive, please? Because wow.
All right. Okay. Which team should we look at now? I mean, look, from the big three,
Big
who wants to go first?
Can I go first?
Go first, girl.
No, Orlando Pirates. I'd like to salute the leadership of the new coach, because whatever that he's doing magic on that squad. And the quality of the players that they've bought, they are giving us, the reigning champions, a bit of a run for our money.
Well,
I need to go.
you want to go?
I want to
So
go.
you want to roast me?
I will, Bona, I'll try not to roast, but I'll give compliments to the deserving team.
No, my comebacks are really hard.
Away. Okay, look, taking over from what you were saying about Orlando Pirates. Orlando Pirates, when Zimbabwe came, Jay-Z, when he came in, they played all attack. They were scoring goals. Mahango was on fire. And after COVID, you kind of sense that the approach was different. They were more defensively solid. They weren't as free-flowing. They weren't attacking as much as they were when Jay-Z first came onto the picture. And then questions were asked. I mean, Pirates were getting too many draws. Why? And I think now what you see, I can make a statement in saying that Pirates are going to be a hard team to beat this season. And I think in terms of them competing for cups, it's a good thing, because that if you are going to be a hard team to beat, that surely should make you as one of the title contenders, or as a team that is going to compete. Mm-hmm. When we look at the attack, I mean, the way Pirates is playing now, it's quite refreshing, I must say. The triangle plays now. I'll use the game against Celtics. Ne? What's quite interesting is that their left-hand side is far stronger than the right-hand side, but I'll get to that. So on the left-hand side, you've got Jugumanja, who, even though he's playing as a 10, replacing Makaringe, ne? But he likes to play more on the left. And then you've got Vincent Pule, and then you've got Maela, and then you also have from Vets Batuban, Munar.
Okay, yeah.
Ne? I mean, I know Babang never gave Vets 2.0 or something like that. But Mina, I'll say this, ne? Give kudos to Pirates when it's due. Don't come and talk about Vets or whatever, because some of the players at Vets, they weren't playing the way they're playing now. Like, let's say Mahango. Mahango was on the bench. So one can say this is Vets or whatever. Yeah, he comes from Vets, but credit needs to be given to Orlando Pirates. Now, going back to the left-hand side, now you see the combination between Maela, Monari, Jugumanja, and Lodge, and Pule. The triangle plays, so there's two triangles that they're using. So you'd find, let's say, Maela would pass Monari, Monari would pass Pule, and then Pule would pass Maela, making a run and then putting a cross. I saw that a number of times in that game. That side, I can say, it's very deadly. Now, going back to the right, you've got Wade Juster, ne, who they signed from Highlands Park, who initially Pirates fans looked at him and said, where did they get this person? Wabo? And I mean, I can give it to them and say, okay, so last season he wasn't playing as much as, let's say, a top player would be considered to go to Orlando Pirates, but he has definitely made that right back position at Orlando Pirates. That guy, when he bombs forward, and he used to be a winger, ne? When he bombs forward, he's making good runs, he's making good crosses, he's got a nice combination between him and Lodge, but you can see at times that it's not the same as what you have on the left-hand side. So over time, it can develop. I mean, Lodge, we all know about the disappointment of him not going overseas. His performance dropped last season. I mean, we all said maybe it's the Amapiano song, but it was because of the move to overseas that materialized. It affected his performance, and he dropped his performance. But now, I think he has forgotten about that. He's now concentrating on what's currently happening, and he's playing for Orlando Pirates now. I mean, we saw against the MTN8 first leg, he assisted Lodge. He's having good games and he's being consistent. So, I mean, we're going back to that keyword, consistency, you know. So, if I look at the structure, I mean, and I know in the middle field, Makaringe was that guy. Now Jugumanja is there. Ben is still Ben. He's keeping his position. And then you've got obviously Tyson, who's now replaced Uchele, even though Uchele is the captain. Mm-hmm. But overall, if I look at Orlando Pirates, they're very strong. I like the way they play attacking-wise. They're very solid defensively. They're the team to look out for.
Okay. Right. Okay. So y'all mentioned the two big teams, right? Let's get to Kaizer Chiefs, which a whole lot of people aren't happy with. And I'm not too. But I think one thing I will give them credit for is the fact that, okay, well, not them, but like the coach, Sir Hunt, yes. I like the fact that he brought Blom back, because I asked about him, I think it was last season, right? He played a few games and I was quite happy with his performance when he was present, and then he just disappeared. I'm happy that he's bringing players from the development team. And what else can I give him credit for? Not much right now. Not much right now with the droughts that we're going.
But you guys have been playing for an attacking football. You guys have been bashing Middendorp for the one direct football. So he's bringing something different to the table now.
No, but thing is, I'm not happy with it because we literally haven't scored any goals in the last 4 games, right? And you're still gonna come with a formation that's like 4-4-2. That's practically defense. So it doesn't make sense.
But
we need goals.
Who else can you play?
We need goals.
Who else can you play?
That's another factor. With the ban, it's really difficult. Yeah, like the ban is also messing us up big time. But yeah, hey, we're very consistent with the losses. But we shall bounce back. Ne?
Let's hope so. For Hans' sake.
Yeah, for Hans' sake, yeah.
Let's hear what's going on with Sundowns.
It's unfortunate that, and I did say that Celtic is going to come back with revenge. For one, we took their chance at winning the Nedbank Cup. So I did say, coming to the MTN 8, they will come back with revenge, and they did. They knocked us out of the MTN 8, very unfortunate. But after yesterday's game between them and, which team was it? Cape Town City. I can understand why. So with Sundowns in the league, I think we're doing pretty well. I think one of our first games we had 3 goals. Yeah, 3 goals, 3 coaches. The number is 3. So the 3 wise men. Yes, the 3 wise men. I see that Mangoba is now he's playing more of the role of the head coach. So I'm going to give him the credit for now. Yes, there's 3 of them, but for now, I'll give him the credit because he seems to be taking more of the leadership role. And our game during the week with Cape Town City, in the first half, we looked like we were slacking. But then once we scored that goal, you could see that the players their spirits were revived. And the second half, same. Unfortunately, I think Andile Jali pulled a hamstring. But even after he pulled that hamstring, even before he pulled the hamstring, he made the cross, and he was like, yep, that's it. I think for me, he won man of the match, ne? Oh yeah, he definitely deserved it. He deserved to win man of the match. And so I see that now under this new leadership of the 3 wise men, the Kotia project is in play, and it's working very well for us.
No, it definitely did. I mean, if we, I would say that Mangoba is the main man. I know there's these English terms. I mean, Yoli's always giving me slack about English and all that, but but Mangoba is the main man, and obviously he's got Rulani, and I think what's going to be important for Sundowns this season is the good relationship that they would have between the 3 of them. Not this whole thing of measuring. No measuring of, it's look, it's they all understand the role that they have in terms of their collective, their team. And so far, we see that Sundowns seems to be a team that's improving as well in the games that we saw. And you know, one can't say that the way they play now is similar to how Sundowns played when Pizzo was there. We can see that there's a definite change. Look, I can say they've got firepower, Yoli. They've got Erasmus. They've got Shalulile. They've got Gif Mutupa. They've got Domingo. They've got Kapinga. They've got Mudau. They've got Mvala. Look.
We did lose a match. Even if we lost a match, it'd be very questionable with these players.
Okay, I think I've had enough of them bashing me,
But
really.
you know what? But Yoli, look.
Yes.
We can't take away Kevin Hunt is still a top coach. And the Cass appeal is a huge thing. People mustn't understate that. The question should be, had let's say the Cass appeal had been successfully won, Yohlanti, Munari, who eventually went to Pirates, could have essentially went to Kaizer Chiefs. Ne? You've got Hoto, same thing. He went to, and he was there. You've got Nange, who recently signed for Morocco Swallows. You've got Peterson, the goalkeeper. So there's a number of people that you can say, the team that we see there, maybe the formation I can say, okay, he needs to take responsibility, right? But in terms of the personnel, there's certain players that probably you would say, these are not Kevin Hunt caliber players. And he was probably going to either bench them and then he was going to get his players in there and what. But now he has to deal with what he has to deal with. You know,
He has to kind of like, he must improvise.
yeah. So we mustn't. I don't think we should. One thing I can say, we need to criticize Kevin Hunt. But I actually did mention this before the season started, that at Vets, Kevin Hunt used to be that kind of coach that when he came up against, let's say, your Sundowns, who on paper are a better side, right? He typically used to complain beforehand that, that team has better players than... And my question was, are Chiefs supporters going to be happy with Kevin Hunt saying that the players he's got are not as good as other teams? And so far we've seen that he's essentially came in and said, I don't have, the...
It's really distasteful because if you as a coach have no faith in your players, then how are we as supporters supposed to come with the support and the confidence when you who is leading us doesn't have such, But yeah, asikho lapho.
But
Asikho lapho.
also, Kaizer Chiefs were second last season. So
By mistake.
no, it wasn't by mistake.
Even Pazamo.
But hey, angisho benibhizi Liverpool last season. Uyakhohlwa now with the Bridge of Messina, Boyka.
Kandieke tu. Why are you referencing the past? We live in the present.
Hey, all I know is last season y'all were happy.
Kandieke.
Y'all were pushing. But look, now I can say this. Yes, Chiefs didn't necessarily play the most attractive football, but they did what matters, which they got results. Unfortunately, they didn't do it till the end, but they got the results. So now I can say, for a team that was second last season, surely it can't just be a situation of now we're saying that all of a sudden they're a bad team. You've got Kama Billiard. Okay,
No, I don't rate him, sorry. Billiards, I don't rate him, sorry, no. No. I just don't rate him. From last season, I've never I felt like yes, I was for him when he was still at Sundowns. As soon as he got to Kaizer Chiefs, I feel like his game just deteriorated. Like he hasn't been playing his best like the way he was at Sundowns.
Because it's the style of play.
No, I heard rumors that he isn't happy there, that he wants to leave. Actually,
Last season he wanted to leave.
Exactly.
But now Kevin Hunt is talking more about building the team around Kamapela, which that's what Kamapela likes. He likes to be the center of attention.
Imagine.
I mean, he's a top
That's why I
player.
don't rate him. You need to understand football is a sport for a team. So we need to work as a team. I'm not Huru Beyonce. Tloela bo Beyonce. How? Tloela bo Beyonce. Work as a team. Lily Pondo.
I'm not impressed. No.
Not attractive. It's a no from me. It's a no from me. It's a no from me.
Okay, but okay, we can say Nokovic being out is a huge blow, considering that the large part of Kaizer Chiefs being second last season was due to Nokovic.
Yes.
Him scoring the goals.
Yes.
So, do you then think that Nokovic coming back, it would change the picture of what Kaizer Chiefs is now?
It really could. It has the potential.
It could. I think let's 50-50 for now. Yeah, we'll see.
Right now, we literally at a
Only time will
50-50.
tell. I mean, we can't speculate. We'll just see.
As I said, this season you can't predict, you can't assume. Like,
But okay, you mentioned the young players. I need to notice, ne, Ngobo, quality player, as young as he is. In the way, the thing is, the problem I had last season with Kaizer Chiefs is that the first team was playing a different type of football to the MDC team. Zwane with Bongobo, Blom and all those. They were playing a different type of football. Whereas in this now with Gavin Hunt getting Bongobo, if you're gonna get the best out of Kamabila, Ngobo, Blom, Muleko,
Muleko.
I mean, if Zuma as well, Zuma will excel. I mean, we talk about.
I'm actually waiting. I'm waiting for him.
Yeah, so he would excel in that formation where you are a passing team. I mean, okay, let's go back to that semi-final, MTN8 semi-final.
Yes.
You lost 3-0 sharp, but
Ivan
had a chance. Castro had a chance. Have they scored those chances? Probably we'll be talking a different story right now. So we can't solely say that Kaizer Chiefs are bad team. They had chances. They could have scored, but they didn't, unfortunately.
Ivan, you know what it is right now. We can't cry over spilt milk. I don't know if you understand that, but yeah. Yes. So, okay, now let's move from the generalization, right? Let's go to, I think, the games this week, right? And both of us have our assigned teams, right? I think it's Sundowns. I'm Kaizer Chiefs. He's Pirates. So, okay, yeah, I think you will go first, actually. Should you?
Look, I'll say this. I think maybe the question should be, since we spoke about these big three, ne? You briefly touched on Baroka. Which team are we looking at and saying that is a surprise team in terms of what they can achieve this season? I'm looking at Cape Town City. I like the way they play. And we saw that from after COVID. Ntanzane, no Dada, no Lobatuba, no Robertson, no depending on who he. But that three middle field, that seems to be the thing with Cape Town City. And I like the way they play. And based on the Sundowns game, which was very entertaining, we look at the games they had against Pirates. They lost in the MTN8, but Pirates were defending majority of that game. But for me, I would say Cape Town City, and I didn't think I was going to say this, ne? But remember when we did our preview, I said TX Galaxy for me was going to be a team that comes into the picture, right? And so far I can say they're a decent team. But a team that surprised me where I'm like, oh, okay, is Morocco Swallows. Morocco Swallows is in the picture.
Swallows FC.
Yo. Swallows, yo, what is it? Swallows FC.
Did they just... You, Ivan? You? Are you okay?
I hate you so much right now.
Are you okay? It's cool, sis. Let's hear you. Let's hear you on your Sundowns, sissy.
So I noticed that Kaikana was not in the lineup. I thought that Onyanga would have the armband, the captain's armband, but he didn't. For me to see Nascimento wearing it for the first time, I was a little surprised.
There's a definite change of leadership at Sundowns in the way they play, and I mean, look, it's an old team, and some would say no, but I think majority of Sundowns would agree that there needs to be fresh blood that comes in, and as much as but
I feel like If there's one thing Coach Pito does, bring in new players.
No, he definitely did.
He gives the youngsters a chance. That's one thing he does. You can't fault him on that.
We're definitely not going to do that. But if we look at the average age of Sundowns last season, it's around 29, 30.
Okay.
That tells you that it's experience, which obviously won them the league. But now it's a new season, and what we saw, you've got them Kulises who are coming on, you've got them Kumos, you've got Kotsea, you've got Andile who's an experienced, but he's below 30. Ne? Kekana is over 30, guys. The guy can't play every game. He needs to be an impact player. He needs to...
Playing any game, but okay.
Yeah. And on that game...
So you agree?
Pudding?
He shouldn't be playing any game.
But not. He needs to some games.
Let him start a family, man.
So that game at Cape Town City, we saw, a hard-running team like Cape Town City. Kekana was not going to be able to handle it. So they brought in Kulise, who in the middle field. I mean, if we saw from last season, we saw Kulise was helping Kekana in that position. So it's something that is not new to him. And, I mean, look, you saw the game, Luena. He performed. And Project Kotsea, I mean, look, I will say this. Ne? Project Kotsea, Yaspana. It's nice to watch. I'll leave it at that. Yaspana.
I don't like you.
Mangoba, the three wise men.
I really don't like it when you get this excited. Like...
I am also excited. Look, believe you me, I want Kevin Hunt to improve the team so he can also pose a challenge to what Zimbabwe is also doing the Orlando Pirates. It can only bode well for the league if that happens.
Can I be professional now?
Be professional, my girl.
I'm professional, unlike Ivan. So I am basically breaking down the game between... Kaizer Chiefs and TS Galaxy this week, right? So, okay, for starters, I feel the need to mention the fact that Kaizer Chiefs is 11th on the log, right? And TS Galaxy is 7th, right? Cool. And Kaizer Chiefs literally has a win, a loss, and a draw.
It's not bad.
3 games. I feel like it's hectic for me. It's really hectic for me.
It's only the beginning.
How many games did Chiefs lose last season? Come on, guys. I think people are overreacting with this. Yeah,
but thing is, the reason we're this dramatic is because 3-0 twice from 2 big teams. 3-0. Oh, and I'm touched. No cap, I'm touched.
You're talking about teams that bought. That strengthen their squad.
Yeah, sure. But like 3-0 is a lot. 3-0 is a lot.
Yeah.
There's no way to justify it.
I'm trying to defend Kevin Hunt. Look, Kevin didn't buy anyone. Sundowns, we can say they probably bought 11 players. Well, it's not 11, but close. Ne? Pirates, we know they bought. Mm-hmm. They bought in Bo Ofori, they bought in Bo Justa. They also have new players in that starting 11. So I want us to not be too critical of Kevin Hunt. The Kevin Hunt is still dealing with players that were there. Hell, Mish, you know what Mish said? Mish said that there needs to be a psychologist that goes to Kaizer Chiefs because players are mentally messed up from last season.
No, man. I get it, Snem. I get it, Ivan. Sure. Gavin didn't buy. Didn't buy any players. Okay, cool. We can lose 1-0. 3-0. 3-0. And besides that, let's look at the game with TS Galaxy. Newcomers. New team. You literally, although it was a goalless draw, check the stats. Pass accuracy, possession. It all showed that Kaizer Chiefs is in trouble. Like...
Let's predict here. The next games, Sundowns, Pirate Chiefs, ne? Pirate, I will say, they're high in confidence. They won the MTN8 second leg. They won against Bloemfontein Celtic. So the next game, they're definitely winning, carrying on the momentum. In terms of the MTN8, it's a difficult one. But the fact that they've beaten Celtics, I would give them that and say they will win the final. Pirates is on a high. They've got the mentality is definitely different. They've brought in hard players. Tyson, Hoto, Chukumanja. These are hard playing players. Not Bomakaringo, Tribula, Mebawina. Pirates, watch out. There.
Okay, Oksala, not we carrying on the momentum. You're loser.
Have some faith.
That's one thing I don't have. Hey,
Have some faith. I think Pirates will win the MTN8. But how many goals? I'm not sure. I think it's going to be a very, very tough game. Celtics, please. You let's not underestimate them. With the league, I think we will win our next few games. By we, I mean Sundowns. And then, it's And then, Chiefs, we'll see. I don't want to predict anything there. I mean, no.
I'm literally waiting on Unukovic, Zuma, Manyam. I feel like maybe if you bring those three back and you play them along with Blom, of course, and Akpay, I'm
still number one.
Yeah.
He's number one.
Akpay, ne?
He's number one.
I'm cool. I'm cool with his performance for now. Like, no hate, really.
He's number one.
And no, you can't say he's number one because we can't. Lalela. We can't make the comparison because since Akpay has been on this. Why you Kanja? But he wasn't given time. He wasn't given time to properly challenge you, Akpay. He wasn't given time.
It's a new era.
Okay, we're no kulmaganje again. How about you tell Upito Guti Spellis Katsaga Gekan?
No, Yabana the thing. I even said game management. A goalkeeper, not game management. Maybe Ukune they can give him a cup game and then Ukpea Dali League. Maybe.
Fede.
Okpe is number one.
Oksala, you
I see
me.
a difference when Okpe is behind the post than Ukune.
Yeah, me too.
Really? I feel like Kune hasn't. Guys, some people are just naturally like that.
Sure.
Njengawe, so now we're extra. Like, I don't know why you're judging Kune.
But still, in terms of performance and clean sheets and saves and Yoli.
No, but compare Kune's prime to Akpay's prime.
Exactly. He's beyond his prime. He's done.
Mara, you didn't give him a chance to prove himself.
Ukune, we can say he's going to be a legend. For Kaizer Chiefs, Ukune is going to be one of those goalkeepers. For Bafana, I would say he was one of the best. Ne? But he's done. Like, even you guys, we're talking about injury. He's injury prone. He's forever injured. I mean, I just say, look, he's done. He's done. Okpe is number one. Even Kevin Hunt, a new coach, sees that. It's Pelil is Katsa. Sometimes Ukune, but it's Pelil is Katsa.
Yes, I said I am happy with him thus far, but I feel like Ukune hasn't been given time to prove Uguti is he still fit or not. That's literally what I'm saying. Yeah, so to wrap it up, Kaizer Chiefs. But yeah, anyways, to wrap it up for Kaizer Chiefs, on my side, we're in trouble. The way I see it, we're in trouble. And if things don't change, the Giants are falling. The Giants are falling.
Sad reality. Look, football stalkers, we are signing out. Remember, comment. Give us your view on what we spoke about. Yes, they definitely need to subscribe. Turn on the notification. Yaibon. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. And again, comment. Yabon, I said my piece. Yoli said her.
Can I say the closing? Because I feel like.
Look, okay, I'll just leave it at this. Name. So we're going to be doing this on a weekly basis. We're going to be coming into the same spot, giving you a breakdown of what we saw in the previous week. So that's how it's going to be. And also, please send us your videos, guys. Tell us how you saw the games, and we're going to post them on the video as well.
Okay, you forgot to mention your Instagram handle. Hence, I said you can't do this thing. Who are you?
It's Football Stalkers. It's Football Stalkers on Twitter. It's Football Stalkers on
Instagram.
It's Football Stalkers on Facebook.
It's Football Stalkers on YouTube.
Yantola.
Okay, wait, now, who are you? You.
Mina, you know, the Monster Tactician fan.
We don't know.
Ivan.
We don't know.
Koza Ivan.
On Instagram.
Koza Ivan.
On Twitter.
Koza Ivan 1.
On Facebook.
Ivan Koza.
2.
No, it's just...
On Instagram, babe.
On Instagram, Tabo Umpo. On Twitter, Tabo Umpo 1. On Facebook, Tabo Baloi. And that's it.
Wow. I think it goes with Facebook. People who have Facebook need to have numbers. Your numbers are kind of like the surname or the surname after the surname. Right. Okay. I am just Yarls _ on Instagram, and on Twitter I am J Yarls, and on YouTube I don't have a YouTube channel, so I'll act like this one is my YouTube channel. So guys, once again, thank you for viewing this video. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that every time we post, you get that boom notification, right? That's how you do it.
Siyabonga. Siyabonga.
Thank you.